And as a proud Green Party candidate, I'd like to share with you some of the things about the Latino community and what the Green Party represents to the thousands of progressive Latinos around the nation. The Green Party appears in our horizon at a time when the progressive forces in our communities are in the midst of a monumental struggle.
Hello, my name is Jane Zara. I'm an advisory neighborhood commissioner in Washington, D.C. in East Mount Pleasant, which is rich in immigrant culture and immigrant rights fights. And it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Omar López. Omar López is the Green candidate for the U.S. House in Illinois' 4th District. He was also a principal convener and leader of the historic mega marches of March 10th and May 1st, 2006, which you might remember, which you should remember, in defense of the rights of undocumented immigrant workers and constitutional rights under attack by the now famous Sensenbrenner House Bill of 4437. And we in Mount Pleasant look to him as a great leader, and we admire him greatly, and here are some reasons why. In 1966, he was the founding member of the Latin American Defense Organization, which organized campaigns for the rights of labor unions, tenants, and immunization drives for students and children living in low-income neighborhoods. He advocates for the rights of families on public assistance and has in the Puerto Rican community in Humboldt Park, Chicago. As a teacher, Omar founded the Mexican Teachers Organization in 1973. He was a leader in the fight for quality bilingual education for students and for the recruitment of trained bilingual teachers, which we need greatly. And he has co-founded numerous labor, tenant, immigrants' rights, and bilingual educational programs, and is now director of KLOR, which provides services to Latinos affected by HIV, AIDS, and other diseases. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Omar López.
I'm going to take the liberty of addressing the fellow Greens that have come from other parts of the United States and our Spanish speakers. Quiero darles la bienvenida a todos nuestros compañeros verdes que han venido de otras partes fuera de los Estados Unidos. Bienvenidos a Chicago. Chicago, la ciudad que está constituida por barrios de familias trabajadoras. A Chicago, que es la ciudad que ha restablecido el verdadero significado de lo que es Mayo 1, Día del Trabajo en todo Estados Unidos. Bienvenidos a Chicago. Welcome to Chicago, the city of immigrant working class neighborhoods. Welcome to the city that has recaptured and reestablished the true meaning of May 1st for all workers across the nation. Welcome to the city where citizen participation in electoral politics is highly encouraged by urging them to vote early and vote often on election day. I want to thank all of the men and women of the Green Party who have worked so hard to make this convention a learning experience for all of us and for making us part of this historic event in the United States. I'm running for the U.S. House of Representatives in the Illinois 4th Congressional District, and I am very proud to be a Green Party candidate. And just to partially quote one of our newest politicians from Chicago, for the first time in my adult life, I'm very proud of the Green Party. And as a proud Green Party candidate, I'd like to share with you some of the things about the Latino community and what the Green Party represents to the thousands of progressive Latinos around the nation. The Green Party appears in our horizon at a time when the progressive forces in our communities are in the midst of a monumental struggle. As other Americans, Latinos face economic hard times, lack of adequate health care, and inferior education. Our families are suffering the consequences of the failed policies of the Bush-Evo cabal. But in addition, these policy failures, and because of those policy failures, our communities are being literally torn apart by a broken immigration system which focuses primarily on enforcement. Families are being separated every day by raids and deportations, and children are being left without a parent at a time, or many times without both parents after these raids. More than 12 million working families live in fear that they are going to hear that knock on the door in the middle of the night. Our communities live under state of siege. The immigrant communities around the nation came out to vote in the last elections and helped defeat anti-immigrant incumbents and challengers. Our vote, combined with the anti-war movement vote, sent legislators to Washington with the mandate to end the war in Iraq and to fix a broken immigration system. We all know exactly what they did once they got to Washington. And so, young Americans continue to be killed in an illegal and unjust war, and immigrant families are still being denied the right to work and care for their families. We ask Latino voters to replace Republicans with Democrats. And the Latino community in every persuasion turned out in record numbers across the nation. And we voted for Democrats. And today I wonder, what party are we going to ask them to vote for? We know. Our nation is at a crossroads. The path of history divides before our very eyes, and it challenges us to either take the narrow road, the road that can lead us to self-determination, or to take the road populated by draconian laws, neo-colonialism, and a disrespect for the Constitution of the United States. Our choices are clear. Become participants in the process that offers real change, or accept the role of subjects of the empire. Should we decide to take the road to self-determination, we need a vehicle that will take us down that road, and there is no doubt in my mind that that vehicle is the Green Party. This is what the Green Party represents to our communities. A party that stands for self-determination, and a party which embodies the principles of the Constitution of the United States of America. A party that guarantees a prosperous future for all. The Green Party is definitely the party of the future. But not all Latinos will welcome the Green Party. We are going to stumble upon many Latinos who will reject the Green Party simply because they join a political party in search of privileges. A better job, to be elected to a political position, maybe even get some consultant and patronage contracts. This type of mercenary political activist, once he insists inside, he closes the door for others who are sincerely wanting to participate in the electoral process. Their interest is not to build a party that represents the people, but a party that provides them with access to insider advantages and privilege. And we see that as the present status of the corruption in both parties, the Democratic and the Republican. Green Party means uniting with a party that shares our cause. It means recognizing that this party shares principles which resonate and reflect the same principles that our movement proclaims. People will join the party to change oppressive conditions and improve government. They will look for the benefits to the many and not just benefits for the few. We want Latinos to join the Green Party, but it is our responsibility, each one of us, it's our responsibility to make the connection between the party's principles and the concrete here and now reality of our communities. The Green Party faces, and we all as Green Party members, we face a big challenge if we are to reach the Latino communities across the nation. The message needs to be clear and proclaimed throughout the nation that the Green Party is open for us to embrace. And this message must be reinforced with concrete projects and advocacy positions which the party assumes, such as immigration reform, labor law reform, and economic justice. We must seize that cubic centimeter of opportunity that history is offering us to organize. We need to communicate with clarity and in a loud voice that the Green Party advocates for community survival programs, works for the defense of the unorganized, the underground economy worker, and that it defend millions of the undocumented families living under the state of siege. We need the Green Party. Without the direction of the Progressive Party, there can be no real change in the political direction of this nation. Without a party with a progressive ideology, all of our efforts to change the system will become self-regulatory. The greed and the big corporations simply shifts in its priorities, but continues to be greed. So we need a party that has a progressive ideology, and that is the Green Party. So, fellow Greens, I bring a request from the March 10th movement, the Chicago grassroots movement that initiated the string of pro-immigrant mega marches across the nation in the spring of 2006. The message is, become our party. Become involved in the daily praxis of our communities. Help in the struggle to keep our immigrant families united. Partake in the fight to protect workers' rights and to reestablish the right to strike and the right to organize in the workplace. Stand next to us when we protest police brutality and the violation of our civil rights and human rights. We ask this because we believe the Green Party is the party of the future, and our immigrant communities are an integral part of the future. We are about to make history. We are about to nominate our presidential candidate. I, as a Latino, I'm very proud to be a witness to this historical event. And I believe that, my fellow Greens, is going to be the very first step that we take together into the future. So I say, ever onward to victory. Thank you very much.